Hi, everybody. Welcome to TV&D. This is our role-playing Dungeons & Dragons show where we do little mini campaigns based on some of your favorite television series. I am your game master, Brian Miller, here as always with my good friends, Carolyn Page, Eli Uden, and Tony Wilson. What's up, everybody?
Little mini campaigns. What a diminutive framing
Little
for something
skits.
so
Your little mini
large
campaigns.
and important to everyone here.
Little baby campaigns.
Playing Ickle Baby games. Ickle Baby dice games.
It's the highlight of my week, nay, life.
It is also the highlight of my week.
Definitely the highlight of mine.
Don't tell my other shows.
Really, you guys haven't been to the post office in Hempstead, New York, because that was the highlight of my week.
Hello to everybody watching live right now on twitch.tv/TV&D. Let's see. If not, you're probably watching this on our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us there. But hey, you can join us live Thursdays at 9:30 ET. Let's see. In the chat right now, we have the creative Liam, who it's their first time here. Thank you for coming, Dr. Hacken, Jamie, whether or no, Drazia, it's Spooky Kabuki, Goosenberg. Hi, everybody. Wizard Dad, Blue Burby, thank you for joining us, everybody. This is the second week of our Futurama campaign, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next.
I believe we already had some subs from Creative Liam and Be My Badger, so thank you
Ooh.
very much for
Thank
the
you.
subs.
Yes.
Thank you. That really does help us keep doing the show, and we do
Yeah.
really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So if you are watching live, we do have some toys to play with. Eli, would you mind explaining
The
those?
infantilization continues from Brian.
Your little toys. What did you tell them about your little
things for the
precious
baby.
toys?
Oh yeah, we have Legos and
Oh, God.
no, we have we obviously, you can come in, you get to chat and interact with us. Sometimes there are decisions or monsters that spawn that are decided through chat polls. You also get emotes if you sub. Got hot emotes, hot, new, fresh, not that fresh anymore, but they're still around. Emotes of each of us. And there's also the blurp thing, which people can use bits to play sound effects that I can hear, but no one else can hear, which was broken last week. I do not know if Blurp has fixed their app, but if they have, that will be available. If it hasn't, we'll tell you quickly so you don't have to waste it.
Yes.
It's working. I can hear it. Yes.
Yay! Yay!
As JoJo himself says into just my ears. Blurp is back, baby.
And you know who else is back? Amiability for 6 months of subs. Oh my gosh, and Gooseberg also just subbed their 6-month sub. Oh my god!
Hot fresh
Thank
emotes. We
Thank
love
you.
Blurp, don't we, folks? But yeah. But if you're watching on YouTube because you're busy, you run the, missile silos.
Post office in Hampstead.
Yeah, you run the post office in Hempstead, which they actually probably have great hours because it's union. I think they close at like 5 sharp. Anyways, check us out on YouTube. But if you ever get a chance, Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, the good time.
Can you guys hear my neighbors talking? They're outside the window. Can you hear them?
No, but are they saying anything good?
No, I'm not listening. I'm just worried they're going to ruin the show.
No.
Oh, no, but why don't you just hold your microphone up to the window for a few minutes and we'll all listen and determine whether it's more interesting than what we're doing here for the episode.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Should we get into it?
Yes.
Real fast. Who's everybody playing? Carolyn, who are you?
I'm Fry.
Do your famous catchphrase. Wow.
I was doing that so much right before I sat down to the desk. I was like, I'm Fry. And I was just like, I'm not good at this voice.
He's just got one of those general voices, which makes it hard.
It's just Billy West.
Yeah. It's really hard when someone's voice acting voice is just the voice of their actor specifically.
Right. Right. Well, anyways, I'm Fry. I'm a delivery boy. I'm still what did we decide that pizzas were? Hand pies. I'm a hand pie delivery boy stuck in the future. Last time I was frozen by an ice wizard and in Catch-All City present day, and then slumbered in ice for 1,000 years and woke up in Catch-All City 1,000 years in the future. Oh shit, we got a hype train. Dr. Hacken is gifting subs, and we got a fucking hype train.
Extremely hype about that future delivery boy. Tony, who are you playing?
I'm playing Bender. He's the rootin' tootin' bad boy of the crew. He's a robot, and he's gonna bite your ass shiny style. It's metal. That's his catchphrase.
It's metal. Also,
It's metal.
Thank you for the sub and the gifted sub, Evans Varus. And also, oh man, Dane's learned how to use linked emotes, multiple emotes.
Baby!
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. Dane's going buck wild in the chat. And me.
Also,
my
Dr.
character.
Hacken, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
With the Prime sub, you might have a Prime sub. You might not even know it. If you subscribe to Amazon Prime, then you have a free Prime subscription to give to a channel of your choice. It'll be on the top right, and it would have like a little crown, I believe. And it costs you absolutely nothing to give us the Bezos bucks.
The
why
Bezos
not?
bucks.
Zoidberg. I am the lobster doctor. Sephiroth. All good.
Zoidberg is also Sephiroth.
Yeah. What I was cosplaying as Sephiroth, as Zoidberg.
Right.
But I'm regular Zoidberg. Everyone's favorite character. Ooh, I don't know. That was not the whoop whoop whoop. Whoop 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 whoop.
Ooh, boo, 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 boo.
You got there.
Yep.
Uh,
Clack.
okay.
Watchers going crazy. With 5
Oh, thank you, Watching
Oh
Watchers.
my goodness. Watchers.
subs.
I'll give you a kiss on the forehead later.
Okay, well.
That's Alexon. We live together.
Okay, well. Even still, well.
It doesn't seem fair to everyone else who subbed, Carolyn.
Okay, if
That's
they
okay.
date me for 6 years and move cross country with me, then they can get a kiss on the forehead too.
All right, make sure to say that at the beginning of the next episode when we're listing off our fun toys.
All right, guys. So, when we cut in
Oh my god.
our latest adventure,
What happened?
let's see. So we join the Catch-All Express crew on their airship, moving through the Aether Sea. It's of course a green-colored, like Final Fantasy-style airship, moving through a fantasy version of space, of course referred to as the Aether Sea, on a delivery job to just some plain old boring documents that absolutely have to get to the court planet of the Nexus of Justice.
Yes.
These, of course, have to be delivered to just the main hall that sits on the planet.
Can they be a passport application so I can feel personally connected to this flight?
This is where you get your kind of ethereal passport. It's a huge mess. It's everyone from across the Aether Sea, and it's a whole nightmare. So the whole planet is just made up of holding cells, waiting rooms, jury rooms, deliberation rooms, and courtrooms, and it's not the coolest, best place to go. As we cut to where do we find everybody on the ship on this? Like, you've been at sea for a couple of days. Where would we find you all? Like, what's your day-to-day on the ship look like?
At least 4 times a day, Bender is saying, "Aether Sea, thirsty," and then drinks a beer. It's like not funny the first time, but it's still not funny the other times too. So,
Bri just got that. Like, as we began to see the planet, and starts just laughing like wildly, and is also drinking a beer.
Zoidberg has gone, like, as he does every time they travel at all, no matter the length of the trip, just like immediately goes Howard Hughes on it and is like filling up jars with like lobster excretion or whatever he makes, and is just full feral and like germophobic in one room. So
all right, I'm blending all of these together now in that when Bender drinks his beer and makes the joke, Fry finally gets it and laughs and reaches for a beer and accidentally drinks some of the lobster juice.
uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Fry drinks a lot of
Pure
juice
ammonia.
and then spits it out all over
Ammonia.
Zoidberg.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Perfect. So, your ship closes in on the nexus of justice, passing this asteroid with a crystal hologram version of a billboard, just saying like, "When you're here, you're on jury duty."
Mhm.
And you find your Leela steers the ship into the port, and it's real simple. You just got to go in with this stack of documents and deliver it to the reception area, who will take care of it from there. So Leela is like, maybe we see you guys in like a recreational room on the ship, and Leela has this stack of documents, hands them to Fry. Just remember, hand them, and then come back.
Handsome Inn. We'll go to the Handsome Inn. Where is it? I
Close
see
enough.
this giant courthouse. Maybe there's an inn in there.
Close enough.
I come out in a robe, a soft terry robe. It's clearly embroidered with like, pick your initials of not me, and I'm like, I showered and I'm ready to return. What is this voice I'm doing? I'm way off. I gotta get back on it. I'm ready. It's it's like Yiddish, right?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
This is
I'm
my
Dr.
Dr. Zoidberg
Zoidberg.
impression.
Yeah. I'm ready to return to society as a functional member.
There it is.
Whoop, 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 whoop. That doesn't help. Most of the time, catchphrases help you get into the voice. Whoop, whoop, whoop takes you further away. 'Cause you're like, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop. Oh, my ammonia. I have to suck all the
His other
ammonia back
catchphrase.
in. Yeah.
Biff Smackwell. We see an NPC named Biff Smackwell who just subscribed with Prime. Go past, and we all
Yeah.
do finger guns at them.
Thanks, that guy.
Biff Smackwell is a name on a billboard for like a bounty hunter or bail bondsman.
Bill Bondsman / bounty hunter.
Great. So we cut to this reception area, one of the hundreds of thousands on the Nexus of Justice. The doors open with a as you all enter, and you have to make your way through a metal detector before, or a ethereal weapons detector, before making your way into the reception area proper. There's a hologram, of course, like, make sure to remove all dangerous items from your possession before stepping through.
Bender, like clearly made of metal, is like taking off a watch, emptying coins out of his chest thing, and just like walking through. It goes off. He goes, oh, yep, turns around, comes off, takes off her ring, and goes through again, and still beeps. It's just like fishing around in his chest cavity.
So Bender's gone through this detector. Fry and Zoidberg are still waiting to go. And let's see. So there's this robot that is sort of like handling everything. And he's the one having Bender, like walk back through. All right, hang on. Goes and scans something, like takes a scanner gun to your eyes, as it proceeds to list all of Bender's varying galactic warrants. And then smokes and then explodes. Holy shit!
Bender says, hey, those warrants are unwarranted.
He hits a button like on his wrist, and immediately alarms begin to siren as or sirens begin to blare.
I thought it was a cool use of the verb.
You know what?
Yeah.
I did do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fry as oh, sorry, you finish.
Well, a bunch of robot central, and these robots, of course, are a mix of like steampunk copper, wood, and other science fantasy materials.
As the list is scrolling, Fry reads some of it, and they're like dates where Bender clearly, like, he asked Bender to go play catch with him or go fishing with him, and Bender couldn't because he's just like, you said you were volunteering to read for the blind at the blind library, and it just like is so hurt and betrayed.
Zoidberg is preparing to go through the metal detector. he is still only wearing the robe because like the clothes feel like a prison now, and he doesn't quite understand. So he takes the robe off to put it through the machine, and the robot that's a metal detector throws up oil on the ground. He goes, "Oh, my self-image," and then wraps himself in the robe again. End scene.
A lot of gags. End scene.
Yeah.
Cut to a completely different storyline.
We need
So
a
elsewhere-
suggestion. Yeah.
These three robot cops are coming to apprehend Bender. Bender, what do you do?
Well, guess I'll just be on my way, having been mistaken for someone that I'm clearly. He kind of like trails off and then just goes "Wah!" and starts running.
Okay, do you want to make a running away roll?
Yeah, I want to make a runaway, like a coward roll.
Great.
Just beeline straight for the ship.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is roll 2d6 plus 5.
Mhm.
These guys are gonna roll 2d6 plus 2 to keep up with you, and
Okay.
if they roll higher, they catch you. If not, you get away.
I'd like to help Bender because I have a
Oh, great
roll.
idea, Fry. I want to throw Fry in the way, like a barrel trying to trip them.
I have a
I'm sorry, I
plus.
shouldn't have taken that away from you, Carolyn. What did you want?
No, I have a roll up to cowardice. So if I'd like to assist him in some way, and so I like have this moment where
mutually.
no, we can do it, but it's like I had a moment where I like felt betrayed, and then I remembered all the good times when you did play catch with me, and when you made me laugh from your joke on the ship, and then I like go to distract the guards, and as I turn my back to you, you like push me into them.
Great. So I'll tell you what, because you're using Fry to shove him in, I'll let you roll this essentially with advantage.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll 2d6 plus 5 twice, take the higher number. You only have to beat a 9 for them to catch you.
Okay, here we go. Bender rolls. Oh, that's an 8, but here we go again. Oh, that's a 7. That's worse.
What are the odds?
It totals up to 13 because that was plus 5.
Plus 5. Got it.
So, you are good. Bender escapes back out, beelines. So you've shoved Fry into the robot bailiffs, security guards, cops.
I kind of want to call it that. I just shove Fry down, but there's still plenty of room for them to just go around. So it does really nothing but upsets Fry. So I'm happy.
Okay, so you beeline back out to the ship. Fry
The B
and
is short for
Zoidberg.
Bender.
Bender, sorry,
line.
yeah.
I Bender line.
Bender line.
Mhm.
Fry and Zoidberg. What do you do as the cops proceed to chase Bender?
I'd like to take a look into the dish or tray where Bender left his stuff and see that very nice watch that he took off. And go, don't mind if I do. And then, but I try to put it over my claw, and I also clip it with my claw so it just snaps. And then I cry and I go, oh, Father was right. A Zoidberg will never wear a watch. We don't deserve it. And I start to kind of lobster cry. Oh, 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 oh.
Fry's
I
gonna
have something that
grab
could
at
be maybe helpful. I'll wait.
Fry's just gonna grab at the ankle of the nearest guard that's running past.
Fry grabs at the gun of the nearest cop.
Great. Fry, you're gonna make a grabbing ankle roll.
Yep.
You need to roll 2d6 plus 5 and beat an 8.
Here we go. Yeah.
So you immediately. What does it look like when you lunge and take one of these robots down to the ground?
I just I grab the ankle and it's very dramatic music, and then I realize that I'm really weak and I can't, but there's the oil pool from the guard that threw up, and so he slips on some of that and goes down.
Boom! Obstruction of justice.
Yeah, what are these like? This is also for the action. What is their job? Are these cops? What's their deal?
These specifically entered the room to arrest Bender as the alarms went off.
Okay, I'll try to negotiate with them as a doctor because I think that there's like some sort of connection. I'm like, Police, police! I'm a doctor. We're not so different, you and I. Both men of the cloth. And I'm still in my robe. So I don't know if that's like a persuasion roll. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
like
have a
that.
+6 to forgery.
Is there something you would like to forge or have forged?
Oh, can I write Bender a doctor's note to say that he was allowed to do crimes? Officer, I think if you review this, you'll find he has a disease, you see, crimitis, and it's very bad. And I'd like to, well, I don't even need to forge it because it's my signature, but I could add like the Surgeon General's signature.
Either way, let's use that to determine if, I don't know, maybe they go for it. So
I also like this line from Dr. Hacken in chat. Feels very on Zoidberg. It's my opinion as a lobster and a robe wearer. All right, what do I got to roll to give them this doctor's note?
so you have to. So your forgery, I believe, is.
By the way, the note is cut to shit. It's so sliced up, like all of my doctor's notes are. Looks like it went through like an industrial fan. Okay.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah. That seems pretty good.
That's pretty good. So I'm gonna say this. They were like, "Huh? What was the word you said for
Crimitis.
It's a condition. It's serious.
This appears to be a doctor's note for crimitis, and hey, my cousin's got that.
Yeah. It helps. He swells. He swells. He has to release it with crime.
That does, but before he's like, wait, that's not a thing. That is enough time for Bender to get back on board the ship, where Leela is like, what's wrong?
Okay. I want to give color to this, that like as this whole doctor's note kerfuffle was happening, Bender was kind of like politely circling with the bailiffs chasing him in order to like get the outcome. And then once they were distracted with the doctor's note, he got back onto the ship.
Great. He was like, what the hell's the matter? What'd you do?
I like to think it's not what I did so much as who I did it to and the hundreds of them and all the people who are trying to make me pay.
When it comes back to, I have a question about the cops.
Yeah, go for it. Back to the reception area.
They're reading, yes, but they're probably starting to figure out this note is a bit of the BS.
Yes.
Are any of them wearing watches? How many?
Let's see. One of them, the one Fry has knocked over, is wearing 6 watches on one arm.
6 watches. He's retired and come back 6 times. Each time giving a gift. I'd like to clip all. He's on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse. Do that. Man, I was gonna clip his
you know
watches,
what they
but I
say
feel
about
like
all cops.
they're wearing watches. ACWW. I mean, I don't even think that'll cause much of a distraction. He'll just be like sadder on the ground. But what else can I clip that's around?
Do they have
Wires?
exposed wires?
Oh,
They do have a
are they
handful of
robots?
They're robots.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I kind of went somewhere else. I'll try to clip. Well, there's like, how many of them are there? 3 of them around us? What is one of them on the ground?
Yes.
I think maybe we just cheese it. What do you think, Fry?
I think Fry would maybe toss up the papers and figure that we got him into the building, so maybe they'll just sort that out, and then we just try and run away.
Yeah, I go, Fry, you know I'm never allowed to touch paper deliveries. Too dangerous.
Fry's like, okay. And then he gets distracted for a second and looking at all the watches, and he goes, nice watch. Nice watch. Nice watch.
Thanks.
6 times. And then he throws up the papers and they run.
Great. So you guys cheese it back to the ship, And so Leela is seeing you guys all running, and eventually several robot bailiffs following behind, just like, hey! Leela once again like, do we have to book it?
Yes.
Did you deliver the documents?
Yes.
Yes.
The documents are in the location they were supposed to be. Mission accomplished.
So the Leela fires the ship up, and you immediately take off into space, but of course are being followed by a fleet of robot bailiff airships. We see them like full Star Wars style, like pulling tracking machine that thing that goes in front of their eyes in Star Wars.
Visors?
Like a
Somebody knows.
periscope, but
Like the periscope.
but steampunk and space and fantasy.
Oh,
That's exactly
the
it.
space
Yeah.
scope. Okay.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 ships are coming in hot behind you. Immediately, like, they have police sirens going, and like a big megaphone comes out of the front of one of them, and I was like, pull over!
Fuck you, cops.
When we see Bender next, he has like one of those heating pad things on his head, like the bag that you fill with water and a thermometer. And he's just like holding a blanket, and he's like, I gotta do some crimes. Don't pull over. I gotta do some crimes.
I've never seen crime-itis of this level.
Hey, you
Bender
made
grabs
that up.
Zoidberg and he's like, am I gonna make it, Doc?
I gave him a piece of paper, and I'm like, quickly, forge some currency.
Bender like sobs and coughs while drawing like the worst, like $1 million bill you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then he buys, like, Fry's looking at this precious artifact that he has that's like been narratively established before, and then Bender buys it off him with that.
I'd like to slam a big button that says caltrops, and then a bunch of caltrops empty out of the back of the spaceship, but they don't do anything because they're for like horses. They just kind of like bounce off the other ships.
Bender then slams the big button next to it that says cow drops, and it just drops a bunch of cows out the back.
Yeah. Little Monty
Then
Python in there, too.
Fry's gonna then see a button that says space caltrops and press that, and it's bombs.
Okay, so
And then Fry just says, I like pushing buttons.
Yeah.
so okay, so here's what happens. We get caltrops, nothing. Cow drops. A bunch of cows drop into space and immediately like freeze and drift off.
My cows! We'll never make that delivery to the farm planet.
And then, of course, we get space caltrops. Let's see, Fry. I'm gonna let you roll 2d6 plus 5 for space caltrops.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that, and then that'll be the number each of these ships has to roll to evade them.
Okay. It's 2d6 plus 5.
Yes.
Here we go. What's that at?
That's a 13. Great. So, what do these space caltrops look like?
I think they look like jacks, like slapjack, fast jacks. The
Jacks,
game.
yeah.
Jacks.
They look like those, but they're kind of glowing with like purple and green mystical energy swirling in them.
I had like an everlasting gobstopper kind of vibe going in my head. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
They're kind of, pointy like that, like the head of a mace, but a little pointier.
Yes.
Okay, great. So what we're gonna see is I'm gonna give each of these ships a roll, try to beat that 13 to weave out of these space caltrops.
Brian, roll for the cows too to see if the cows evade the space caltrops.
I will do that. But one of the ships does safely navigate through, like weaving in and out, narrowly missing one, but still hot on your tail, and it's beginning to load up a laser gun on the hull of the ship. Next one. Let's see. This one runs straight into one of them and explodes. A great Death Star explosion of fire and purple mist everywhere. One of the rebels is like, oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Says something that makes you feel bad about what you've done.
Bender laughs and goes, "Hey, he's not alive anymore."
Okay, and then there's this ship weaving through. It also rolled a 13, so it also makes it through the space caltrops, also beginning to load up a laser gun. What do you
just
guys?
a dice thing. You know how 2 1s is snake eyes? Can we start calling double fours spider eyes? I think that would be cool.
Nice.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. Good stuff.
Done.
Checking in.
2 ships still hot in your tail, and they are proceeding to load up laser guns. What do you do?
Can we kill it
I go,
with a gun?
it's time to think. Everyone but Fry, help.
Bender pushes
goes
Fry out
back
of the
and-
way to run up to Zoidberg.
Fry's just gonna go push the space caltrops button over and over again. He's like, it's the only thing that calms me down.
He hasn't even realized that it like blew up those ships.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, it goes click.
I do think there is probably a. It makes sense that it would have like one of those like rotating guns that someone could sit in and operate.
Turret.
Wait,
Yeah,
can it be
let's-
Leela?
What's that?
Can
It
it be
cannot be
Leela?
Leela. Leela's steering the
Who's
ship.
steering the ship? I'm not allowed to
Alright.
steer the ship. Too many wheels. Professor.
Bender.
Leela confirms you're not allowed to steer the ship.
I'm not allowed to steer the ship.
Bender will sit in the chair to use the weapon.
Wonderful.
Bender,
So,
yes. The most violent of us.
Bender, you know, we see Bender like clopping down the stairs back up to or back towards the turret station. Maybe loading it up. Maybe it raises as you head into the seat. You like Kirk back.
I like spin around, screwing my butt into the seat.
Yeah. Like, Leela is steering. Bender is shooting. I will distract Fry so he doesn't do anything devastating.
Bender, let's make opposed laser fighting rolls.
Okay.
Nice.
You tell me what to do.
Let's see. You need to roll 2d6 plus
half a
5.
spider.
Chopped
Eyes.
in half spider eyes.
Plus 5 and beat a 9.
2d6 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. And beat a 9. Oh, I did. That's a 10. Hell yeah.
Great. Great. So this ship takes a hit. And is like smoke billows out from the side of it, but it's not quite defeated. Let's see. So this ship is coming in. It makes like the Star Wars like dogfight noise as it attacks the ship. Could someone make a 2d6 plus 5 roll to defend just the ship in general, the hull of the ship? That's what I'm rolling against. And that's a 16. So someone roll 2d6 plus 5 to see if the whole ship takes damage.
I'll do it.
Boom. You are hit. An explosion off the side. Smoke pilfers out into space. And that's not good.
Just from the ship getting hit, like maybe we rock around a bit. I clearly wasn't hit, but I'm dying. No.
Fry yells. Fry does have one of those moments where he like kind of figures out the solution because he remembers a TV show that had a solution that had like a play, I guess, that had a solution like this. And he goes, Leela, what do we have? What other deliveries do we have in the hall? And then maybe chat can decide.
I love that.
What we
What are
have?
some,
I'll
what are
get
some
the
things we can throw
clipboard.
on? What are some things we can throw on a chat, poll for chat? I'm
fetched
starting the poll right now, Dane. I got it.
I fetched Zoidberg's special delivery clipboard that is also scarred and cut up. All right.
Brisket.
How long do it?
Kitty
You can't make it one of
brisket.
the options, Brian, because we gotta have.
I'm
a
not
fair
going to. Yeah.
election.
Gotta be a fair fight.
All right. We need 5 things that could be in the hull. No plinths. Come on.
Tony, show us that cat's face while Chad's thinking of 5 things.
Cats is in there.
It
The
just
cast
winked.
of Friends.
He or she just winked the camera. Check the VOD. Stand by it.
1,100% no brisket. Thousands of gallons of booze.
Not anymore. Definitely not. I'm like, well, we have booze, and then Bender is probably like,
No.
Tombstones I like. Okay, I did say
Tombstones.
cats, but I
how
like
poetically appropriate as a weapon.
I like crystal holograms of Cats
Space
3019.
We have copies of the movie Cats that was released in 3019.
Yes.
Yes.
Space basilisks? That's cool.
And space basilisks, which
That creature that poops black holes?
Nice.
great. Poll is up.
Richard Nixon. I forgot that he is a big part of Futurama. Wow.
A significant
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. All right. So what are my 3? You want to just I'll pretend I'm reading the clipboard and you just pick how many do you want? 3 or 5 options?
I have 5 options. Currently what I
Okay.
have in there is
Just whisper them to me. All right. Whole day. What is it?
Cats 3019.
Copies of the film Cats from 3019 by what's like a robot Andrew Lloyd Webber name? Andrew.
It might just be
Lloyd,
Andrew
sir.
Lloyd Webber and Joel Schumacher's head.
Andrew Zoid Webber, my cousin, which makes sense because I'm probably in theater, you know, my family. Reminder that I'm Jewish for everyone watching. Hold me.
The cast of Friends.
The cast of Friends. So 5, the whole cast, side characters as well.
Yes.
What's isn't like Bryan Cranston at that one point? Everybody,
Sure.
the monkey, Marcel is in there. All right, hold number C.
Thousands of gallons of booze.
Thousands of gallons of booze.
Space basilisks.
Hold D. Space basilisks. The serpents. The hated serpents.
That are still on the ship, and tombstones with 0 votes.
5. Tombstones.
Tombstones hand pies.
Are we voting? Oh, I just thought they were all on there.
Oh, no.
Tombstone.
I did throw a poll up, and Cats 3019.
That's the one
Did
that we're.
win.
So Fry's like, we've delivered all the other ones except for Cats. Zoidberg, you're so bad at keep managing that checklist. I don't know why we let you do that.
I'm great at checklists. I'm holding the pen and I clench too hard in anger and the pen explodes and ink goes all over the clipboard. Oh no!
Can this be like the butthole cut of Cats?
This is,
and, like,
I mean,
we're-
2019 kept the buttholes. It was really accurate. in
Oh
that.
no! I mean, like we're delivering it like it's supposed to be like delivered into the heart of the sun or something like that. Like we are the reason that it was not released.
Yeah, it's
It's the
copies
most
of
dangerous weapon, and I fully blame cats for the pandemic. We did this
They
to
had it.
ourselves.
Yeah, it's like the old ET game. We're supposed to bury it in the desert or whatever they do with that. What if we projected the movie Cats from 3019 into their cockpit and it's so awful that they crash?
Yeah.
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 Get the
Yeah.
projector, the one I used to watch normal videos.
Bender comes up, takes the like analog video flat disc. I don't know what you call it, DVD in like past, future,
I
whatever.
think it's a hollow
times.
crystal.
Hollow crystal.
Yeah,
There we
hollow
go.
crystal.
Which
Any
is
technology should just be crystals or lasers.
Yeah.
very disc shaped or whatever, and he shoves it into his mouth, and then he extends his eyeballs, which are like kind of projectory, and sticks them into the periscope, so that like the periscope is basically like the end of the projector now, blasting out to
Is
the
there
other
like
ship.
is there like a moon nearby that we could broadcast it onto?
Oh, definitely. Starboard is a huge glowing white moon. Let's see, Bender, I'm gonna need you to roll your projection skill, which is going to be a 2d6 under 5. So just roll 2d6.
Okay, here we
Have a
go.
projection skill?
Oh, that's a
Any-
4,
any-
baby.
Okay.
Any skill you don't have is just
Okay,
5,
all
and
right.
it's fun to just call it a skill.
I thought I nailed it.
That is a 4. So it does project beautifully. We see projected onto the moon
The
a
moon just
purple
has like a big butthole on it.
It's just
just
black
a-
night sky and skies as suddenly cat eyes appear.
It's obviously Zap Brannigan as the main cat. Like, hello.
We go into
Meow. He's doing like a lot of this move.
It's his real butthole. That's why they had to destroy it. He's like, I thought that was not for that was B-roll. And they're like, oh, B-roll, B-hole. There's a joke there.
Tony,
we
you gotta be Zap Brannigan next episode.
I would like to.
I could be that little dweeb he's with. He's like, Zap,
Kiff.
I told you they were going to use the butthole footage. I told you not to shoot it.
And I'll
so
be
we-
the professor. Done. It's set. It's
Yeah.
set on.
we see, so we see in the cockpit of one of the cop ships just what is happening? Why is that his butt? No! As he swerves off and then crashes into the other ship, and there's a great just explosion as
I think you mean
plays-
it crashes into the other ship, causing them both to fly directly into the butthole on the moon.
Yeah. I'd also like to say
Yes.
that at the beginning, it's like the Metro Goldwyn Mayer logo, but it's Andrew Lloyd Webber, and it's like a space cat, and it's like, meow, and he's like, again, louder! That's full flavor
Yes.
achieved.
You have successfully escaped from the Nexus of Justice. A delivery has been made, more or less.
We beat you, Brian. Nice
had-
try, sucker.
You can go back on YouTube.
1,000 experience, please.
Yeah.
You can go back on YouTube and watch the prep stream of some ways I predicted this was gonna go. So my question, I guess, to you guys is, what do you want to do?
We're in space.
Well, the instant problem that arises is our final delivery. We just lost.
the
That's
cows
true.
are gone. We
The
can
cows
still
are gone.
We can still destroy the cat's tapes because we only
I
projected
guess
them.
Or is I guess only one has been projected. They haven't been jarted out into space, though. I guess it's been broadcast. Is the government mad that you broadcasted it in the universe?
Maybe. I'm hoping there was no like kids with like a cell phone camera that, it's gonna show up on future BitTorrent. Now it's spread. But
I think the either
Yeah, I think we
either
gotta
one
go.
could be a problem.
I would love to hunt down a kid with a cell phone and beat him up and take it from him. That
Yeah,
sounds great
okay.
to me.
I think we see a kid, like an alien kid with tentacles,
yeah,
just like recording on his hollow crystal.
yeah. There's a
And then he's like in his like convertible ship, and we have to go after him now.
there's a space 7-Eleven, and this alien kid was in the parking lot taping with his space cell phone.
It's 7-1100.
Mhm,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, let me we have over here getting my shit together. We have an asteroid. On top of that, of course, is the space 7-1100.
Mhm.
And of course, yeah, there's what does this little alien boy look like? Who is a alien teenager?
Oh, real asshole. He's looking like a
Just
It's got like buck teeth and a backwards cap.
got like
just
an-
that
think
Matt
he's
Groening
like-
overbite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like an alien orc because we're still in the fantasy world, but like,
yeah.
you know,
he has
so he's
a-
like an alien. He's got an orc, but with like Shrek stalks. That's kind of an alien thing, right?
he's got like a MMA shirt on. I don't know what kind of space MMA is going on, but
It's got like a skull that's got like 3 eye sockets.
yeah.
So he's got his recording crystal and is watching the butthole cut of Cats 3019. Just like, haha, nice. And of course, no one was ever supposed to see this. It was supposed to be delivered into the sun. And this could be bad. What do
He
you
is-
do?
I just want to actually retcon his T-shirt if we could. It says it's a T-shirt advertising the Robogan podcast about a robot that asks the real questions
Oh.
on a planet that looks like a barbecue restaurant.
Thank you for retconning that because I wore an MMA mask to work today and felt very cool about it.
Like for fighting in MMA?
It says Fight Island.
Oh, they
Yeah.
wore the Hannibal mask. I thought you were like a cage. I know they don't wear those in MMA, but Hannibal did. He would wear one. Just a bit of lore.
He would have to. That'd just be irresponsible if you put Hannibal in a cage without it.
Yeah. So he's got the Robogan T-shirt on. We realize that there's some footage floating around, literally.
Real fast, Be My Badger says, I mean, I know we didn't predict them running away and not doing the fun court you planned, but honestly, I feel like we should have.
What else are we? You put in cops. We're gonna run.
I know.
Go to jail.
Maybe you can have the boy fly back to the courthouse, and maybe he's the judge's son.
We're here now. We're here now.
Great. I love that philosophy.
All right. So, punk ass teen recording Cats 3019 on a moon on his crystal recording device. You're in a ship. You have, of course, all the rest of the copies of Cats 3019 that you were supposed to deliver into the sun to destroy them forever. No one was supposed to see it. TV&D. Tell your friends.
Yeah. ASAP.
Well, Bender pushes his eyeballs back in and goes, "Welp," and he sits back into the gunner seat and just turns the gun towards the moon and like cranks the switch up from like ships to asteroids to small moons, and then like thinks about it for a second and then like cranks it up to like what the hell entire planets as like the top setting on the laser.
I like yell at the kid. I'm like, you wouldn't steal a spaceship, would you?
I'm gonna have to presume that Leela or somebody's gonna stop me from murdering a child, but like otherwise, as Bender, I must insist that I attempt to murder the child unless somebody steps in to stop me.
I'll also be like, Fry, you're a child. You must reason with him. I guess I think Fry's like a small baby.
Fry's gonna go. He looks at the kid and he remembers like a moment from his own childhood when he was so bored and his parents weren't paying attention to him, and the only thing that brought him joy was pirated movies. So pirated hollow crystals. So he's gonna go to Bender and try and plead with him.
Yeah.
Hey,
should we go land there? Oh, go ahead.
You gotta not kill this kid. And like more pleading.
Why?
It's like you hear he goes up and the speech is about to start and you hear like the swell, like a string orchestra, but then it just kind of fades back out when he's done talking.
Once he asks him why, Fry's like, cause killing's bad.
Yeah, the strings keep swelling and then like petering back out. Just on and on. So, to the 7-1100. I'm getting Slurpees. What Slurmies, I guess? That's the thing, right?
Slurmies.
Yeah, wow.
Very good.
So, do you guys land in on the planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So your ship, of course, just because like this 7-1100 is just on an asteroid in the middle of the Aether Sea, and your ship kind of like finds a nice spot right in the ship parking lot, just immediately like and stops, and this kid immediately like shoves the crystal into his bag and books it, runs for it. What
Is it gonna go around? Does Super Mario Galaxy it? That is a good line from Evans Varys, where I'm like, Fry, you're a child. Your carapace hasn't even hardened yet. It's so soft. Fry, with your youthful speed.
Yeah, Fry's gonna take off after him and then get pretty tired after like half a dozen paces.
Is it like a Benny Hill music playing while you guys just loop this small asteroid over and over?
Yeah.
He's gaining on him.
Great. So I'm gonna roll his run. That's a 10. Let's see. Fry, make a 2d6 plus 5 roll to catch up to him as you run around this asteroid.
I'm just watching with Bender. I got a Slurmy. I got like some sort of prawn treat, probably.
Fry, you do catch him probably after he like trips over something. Finally, you manage to like huff over to him.
I think he's actually running so fast. It's such a small asteroid that he like kind of laps me, and I just like realize after a couple times that it's happened, I just like stick my arm out.
I think the Matt Groening joke in it would be that like the kid like has come back around to your back and he's looking over his shoulder and he's going like hey, and like while looking over his shoulder he runs into
He
your
runs
back.
into me, yeah, and we both fall over, and then I grab him. Yeah, very good, very
Now,
good, very
Fry, kill him.
good. Fry
Yeah,
goes,
kill him!
Fry goes
Bender's
to,
like
Fry
still
goes
sitting
to
in the big laser and has it like aimed at the kid.
Fry goes to punch him in the face, and then he goes, "Wait, what am I doing?" And then he's like, tries to reason with the kid, says, "Hey, we need that back. You don't understand the kind of horrible power you've got on that laser disc."
The horrible power to explode some
Laser
spaceships.
Chat, name this kid.
Name this kid, chat. First one I see. First good one. Which changes things. Wendell.
Perfect.
Good job, Alex Latte. Quick on the draw.
I'm Wendell, and man, we can make a lot of money bootlegging this.
Wendell Brentley. Wait,
do
a lot
like
of money,
money.
you say? And Bender starts scratching his chin. He turns to Leela. How much are we getting paid to deliver these into the sun?
Not that much.
A
I'm
lot
like-
of money is more than not that much.
Zoidberg's like, wait, we get paid?
No, you don't.
Oh, I'm doing this for college credits.
I like this. I like this what maliciously apathetic said. One press, and this can be uploaded to the space internet.
No.
Um,
I feel like the best thing here is for me just to like run in and try to cut his phone in half, right? I go,
Fry's
Probably.
just really stunned that there's anything on the space internet other than space porn. Like, he just doesn't understand that.
well, this is
Right.
the butthole cut, so.
True. Good point. Good point.
Fry, distract him.
Fry
Fry, how
just.
do you?
And then I just start running immediately, whether you distract him or not. Oh my god, the asteroid's moving.
Fry thinks about.
Whoa.
I don't know if this is super on game, but I think Fry just like thinks of the most distracting thing to him and just like lifts his shirt up.
That would be very distracting.
Zoidberg, I need you to roll 2d6, no modifier. I need you to roll under an 8.
There's no claw fighting involved here? Okay, what was
The 8 is your claw fighting,
Okay.
so you have a pretty good chance.
it? 2d6 under an 8.
Under an 8.
I don't know if that is a good chance. I don't know math, but
7's the most common?
yes!
There
Nice.
3 is way less than 8. That I know for a fact.
you go. So what happens as you
I
run
think.
up to the boy?
I just
So
sliced that
Wendell.
thing perfectly in half.
Oh man! Aw.
I cut it in half and I go, interact with people! You kids! Too much time you spend on these things.
Bender like falls to his knees and does like a Bender, like, why? A lot of money.
This kid pouts as he stands back up and goes back into the space 7-1100. You were on an asteroid. You have a ship. You have a 7-1100.
Fry's
What do you
really
do?
hungry, and he smells the food stenches coming from the 7-1100, and he's gonna check his pockets to see if he has any money and go buy a snack.
Great. So you go in and you enter this
We should
space
probably
7-11.
refuel the ship, right? Leela's refueling the ship. 'Cause
That makes sense.
What an exciting episode of Futurama. It ends
well,
4 minutes
Tony's
into the
fully in
20.
bed.
I'm lounging, man. I'm having a great time.
I walk into the
Well,
7-Eleven.
here's what I think. This space 7-1100 is definitely going to get robbed while you're in it, right?
I mean, you control the
Ooh.
world. I just like to walk
Spoiler
in
alert.
and go, hello, do you accept college credits?
Yeah, for certain items.
Yes.
Turns out they sell fucking. I don't know where I was going with that.
They sell textbooks.
I go too
Can
crazy.
you can buy textbooks with college credits.
I
And
go
it's
too
like
crazy.
$80.
I go too crazy buying and eating college textbooks so that I accidentally invalidate my medical. I go, my degree, no, I've ungraduated.
Alex Latte has made an excellent point, which would have gone over Bender's head, but it's not going over my head, which is that I have the original copy of the movie that I want to pirate now. So I think Bender is like hiding behind an arcade machine trying to strike a deal with this kid to tell him that, like, all right, teach me how to use this space internet and how to make money off of this. I wanna auction this off to the highest bidder.
So he's helping you with that. Maybe negotiates a cut that ultimately will not work out in his favor. And as you are doing all of that, let me place all of my tokens.
Let me place all of
basi-
my tokens.
Let me put all of my
Nerd.
tokens on the board. One moment.
Can you guys hear that?
No, that's a ghost. That's just you.
That's a helicopter ghost.
Oh no, a helicopter with unfinished business.
Everyone go ahead and place yourselves somewhere in this 7-1100.
Bender's oh wait, shit, I'm not Bender.
Oh god. That oh god actually
Oh,
makes sense because everyone could see my screen. Oh my god.
I can't move
Can
myself.
I move my guy? I want to move
If
my
not,
Bender.
let me
I
fix
think
it.
that my thing might be frozen.
I'm fixing it now.
There we go. Fry's gonna go over here to where I presume is like a hot foods counter and is
Everyone
gonna
should be able to move now.
Okay.
salivating over the hot foods. There's like little like pigs like still alive, but they're like roasting. They smell really good, but they're screaming in pain.
They're
Oh,
just like tumbling in circles on the rollers while
Yeah, the
screaming.
rollers.
One of them is just filled with cheese instead of being just regular pig.
Yeah.
So as you are making your way through the 7-1100, Leela's outside filling up. 3 robots in ski masks and laser pistolets bust in through the doors. Everybody on the ground! And they fire one of the laser pistols into the ceiling.
Bender like turns to Zoidberg and he's like, "Oh, I'm tired of killing robots. I want to kill something fleshy."
Also, just another flavor thing. They have buffalo wings, but then in the back in a hidden room, there's like awful mutant engineered buffalo covered in small wings that they like cut
Ew.
off and roast.
When the cheese pigs, the tumbling cheese pigs hear Bender say, "I want to kill something fleshy," they go, "Us, kill us!"
Oh, fine. Bender like
Please,
rolls
please.
his eyes and like elongates his arms and snaps the neck on one of them.
They put us under the drawer at night and then put us back out in the morning. I'm eating these textbooks. Oh, I'm close to them though.
You are close to them, and so they are demanding everybody hits the ground while they go and rob this 7-1100. What do you do?
I'm just going by 7-Eleven architecture here because I feel like they probably go by similar patterns even in the future.
Sure.
The wall near me here is absolutely the drink wall, right? That's where
Yes.
the floor to ceiling. I just panic and open the door and start clawing out sodas to try to make space for myself in the refrigerator. So here I'll move myself into there.
Great. Good enough. Fry and Bender, what do you do?
Fry takes advantage of the chaos and like reaches into the case and just shoves a bunch of the sentient cheese pigs into his mouth and then goes to the floor while he's chewing.
Bender?
You like that? Sentient cheese pigs? You like that, Eli?
Oh, they're squealing in there. I don't like one bit. I say this as somebody who
Bender.
eats buffalo chicken rollers regularly.
Bender, hearing the like warning shot into the ceiling, kind of like turtles all of his limbs back into his head and like pretends to be a trash can, and then like shoves Wendell Brentley like in the direction of the robots and being like, "Take him! He's too young to live."
When so the robots just make their way over to the counter, and probably like plug a crystal into the register, which immediately begins to load up with a whole bunch of fantasy space currency. As the clerk just cowers behind the counter, and they load that up, and they proceed to make their way out of here. Bender with a crystal with possibly more currency than you've ever seen.
Also, the doors of the Space 7-Eleven, like the way that 7-Eleven doors have height on them when they get robbed, this one has like outlines of arms so you can count how many arms whoever robbed you had.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Little visual gag.
I think for flavor in Space 7-Eleven sells like it's very natural that it would have like high currency because they also sell like extreme like weapons and like rare artifacts and stuff in the back. That's
Yeah.
all.
And they
Yeah,
sell
I think that
other
makes complete
bodega
sense.
stuff maybe. I'm probably stress drinking whatever's like near me. And I think
Just
maybe
the
I'm in
syrup.
like no, I think maybe I'm in like the energy drink one. So what if I'm just like slamming like whatever the future, and not even the good ones, not even the Red Bulls. I'm talking like your
Ocean.
C4s, like your like
Before where my head went
nasty
too.
shit. Yeah.
Liquid death.
That's just water, right?
Is it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
those liquid death things are like aggressively branded spring water. We won't get into it, but I think it's very dumb. So
I'm gonna-
tell me what how my stats will be affected by me drinking like 20 to 25 energy drinks.
Yeah, okay, tell you what. Let's roll 2d6 under 5. And if you roll under, I will give you a +2 to all rolls for the next hour of gameplay, after which you will need to take a nap. If you roll over a 5, I think you have a heart attack.
Oh no.
Well, how many hearts does he have?
about to break. What did I do? What was I supposed to roll under? Did I make it?
Under 5.
No! My hearts!
What is Bender going into cardiac arrest look like?
Bender, he's fine.
Sorry,
Zoidberg?
Zoidberg.
I don't even know. I'm like literally thinking the last time I had lobster to remember what's in there. He's like, my gills are pumping too fast. I'm like, and like, I don't even know. I mean, do I just die? What happens?
Well, we have a
I need
decision to make.
calming drinks. Calming drinks. Do they have
Brian's gonna
melatonin
see
or
what's
something?
going on and calls out, "Is there a doctor?" and then go over and try and find like calming drinks and try and help.
So real fast.
I'm a doctor. No, just how she said it would happen. And there, in the past, you see a fortune teller like telling me and it's not even a fortune. She's just like, I think you're gonna die pretty soon. And I'm sucking on the crystal ball. I'm like, what? This egg tastes terrible. I'm not paying you.
Bender, the robbers are exiting the 7-Eleven with this currency crystal that has a lot of money on it that could potentially be Bender's money, or you can help your friend Zoidberg who is having a heart attack.
Yeah. Bender's looking back and forth, going like, and he makes the heart-wrenching decision to go after the crystal and let his friend die. So, I think that like he runs out the door, and I don't know, Fry or somebody, like, is Leela presumably
Paint
there?
the picture, Fry
Somebody's
or somebody.
Leela's pumping gas into the ship.
All right. Well, I think then Fry just kind of like grabs Bender by like his top spring or something, and whatever you call that little sprig that's on the top of his head.
Antenna?
And, like, doesn't antenna? Yes, Carolyn. Yes, antenna. And he's got to stop and turn around and help his friend. Unfortunately, he's like, well, I'm still selling these buttholes, and he like spits the disc out and then pushes it back into his mouth.
Okay, so put your heads together. You have one chance to roll for something to stabilize Zoidberg. One thing you can try. If you fail, Zoidberg dies.
I would say
Okay.
if I crawl into the freezer again, doesn't that like slow your heartbeat if you're cold?
Yes. In the
Ryan's a
future,
doctor as well.
anything is possible.
I think it's true. I've watched a show or two where doctors in
So,
it.
lobster thing.
Yeah. So I'll try to at least crawl back into the freezer.
Okay. Let's see. Is that the formal attempt?
Wait, am I stable? So, well, you said
Do
in
we
the third
each get
person,
one
so
chance?
Yeah.
I thought somebody else was trying to stabilize me.
That's what I thought is okay.
Oh,
Okay,
but
so you're
it's just
calling
because
into the freezer.
Zoidberg talks in the third person. I see. Very confusing.
I just spoke like an idiot. Is what I did.
No. Well, what do I got to make more space for my rapidly expanding and contracting gills, I guess.
I think, well, someone pointed out in chat that cartoon logic dictates that we should electrocute him, and Fry has seen several mages bring life into being and save people with electricity. So he'd like to find some power source and try and electrocute.
Please
Zoidberg.
electrify Zoidberg as I'm laying in a pool of drinks. This is Fry's got those rubber-soled shoes on. He'll be fine. Do something.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Bender has heard calming drinks, and he goes, "I know what always calms me down. A little Nublexian triple sec."
Triple sec?
Triple sec.
Lexi
Yeah.
and triple sec.
And so yeah, he starts mixing some like fancy looking space martini, basically.
It's a 7-Eleven. They're not allowed to sell hard
It's
liquor, but they
calm.
can sell like mixers. So just slamming triple sec.
Well, Bender's got the hard stuff already, but yeah.
I mean,
And
I would like to
so-
say I
so-
think alcohol does. It's a depressant, right? Doesn't it slow your heart rate?
Yes.
Okay, so we're actually
That's
really
why Four Loko was
Until
so
you get
dangerous.
dehydrated the
Individual
next day
form.
and then it raises your
smart. Yeah, but
heart
I'm a
rate.
water creature. I'll never get dehydrated, baby. I live in a
So-
tank.
so-
I don't know if I live.
So as Bender starts to make this drink, he's like shaking it up and then he's like turbo mode and then he shakes it up faster and Fry realizes that he's got power. And so Fry's going to try and pull out one of Bender's eyes or his arm or some wires. He's going to reach into his chest cavity and pull out some wires and stab it into Zoidberg to try and electrocute him back to
Great.
life.
Let's see. Fry, I need you to roll 2d6. I need you to roll under a 5.
That seems
and
so difficult with 2d6. I don't think this
It's
math
not
fucking
the
checks out at
easiest.
all.
It's
Yeah,
not the easiest, but you
yeah,
don't have a
what
skill.
number-
You don't have a doctor's skill. You don't have.
I can tell him how to electrocute me. On the
At
chest.
what number does Fry kill me?
On what number does Fry kill you?
Yeah,
You can
if
make a
he's
survival.
reaching into my chest to just tear out random wires.
You can also make a 2d6 under 5 roll after that to see if it
Oh,
also
God.
kills you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is very Zoidberg to put everyone around him in danger.
And like we're playing Zap Brannigan next week, so it really doesn't matter what happens. Okay, so we're gonna start with Carolyn. 2d6. You want to roll under a 5 or less.
Okay.
Not the easiest,
okay.
but not that bad either.
Here we go.
I don't do this math. I'd like never know what means.
It's a 9.
Okay.
It's a 9.
A 9 is more than a 6.
That is more than the 5 needed. Real fast before we fully narrate the situation. Bender, could you roll 2d6? You also need to roll under a 5.
Do I get to
Okay.
do anything to help myself, or I guess I just got.
That's a 7.
Okay. Eli, I will let you roll 2d6. Roll over a 9.
God, this is like SAT shit, dude. What?
Brian, we gotta go
2d6.
back to D20 system.
It all.
This
You
is
so
too
trust me.
much
I won't
for-
make
I
this
don't trust
mistake
the
again.
odds at all.
The odds are not good.
This
Carolyn
is like I
rolled
feel
bad.
like I feel like I walked up to a goddamn baccarat table. I'm like, I'm not betting money here. I don't know what you're
You now
talking
have to.
about.
You now have to roll over the number that Carolyn rolled.
Someone who's I bet there's like somebody who has like code in chat. Tell me the odds of this shit. What do I have to do? Roll over a 9 with
Roll a
6?
9 or over with 2d6. It's not that bad.
Let's do the math on that because 12 is the
7
highest
and 9 are the
possible.
most common. 7 and 9
are
are
the
the most
common,
common.
but that's no. Look, man, I've played craps. This is I don't remember what I was supposed to do. I
You
die,
were supposed to
right?
roll over a 9. You do die.
Well, maybe if you kept it under like everybody else instead of switch around with your goddamn Baccarat rules, fucking Mr. Bond. How about you?
Can I die too?
You are dead. So
Okay.
what has happened? Is Fry has grabbed some wires from Bender to shock Zoidberg back to life. Sort of a what's the word?
I
The
think Fry
defibrillator.
should die. He's in the water.
Yeah, Fry should die too. Fry's got to electrocute himself.
Carolyn, 2d6 under 5.
You got it.
Yeah, join us. Ha ha! Peace. Cancel
Fry,
the show. I mean, not character or anything.
Carolyn, now that you are also dead, could you please narrate what happens exactly?
California
Okay.
Pizza Kitchen, finally. That delicious California pizza.
Yeah, we got California Pizza Kitchen. Bad. Fry reaches into Bender's chest cavity, rips out some wires. He's seen Bender do crazy shit a million times, so he thinks he's invincible. He's not. These are essential wires. These are the one wire you weren't supposed to pull. As the life goes out of Bender, he plunges the metal wires into Zoidberg's chest, at making contact right as the life goes out of Bender's eyes, and he's already dead. So Fry's, there's no zaps or anything. No one gets electrocuted.
I'd also like to say I died
Just
right.
keep stabbing wires repeatedly.
And I
into-
died right before Fry did this too, so everyone but Fry's already dead.
Yeah. So just stabbing it in over and over again. And then the robots hear this crazy shit. The robots who just robbed this place hear this crazy commotion from inside. They think that's like something's escaped, something's happened. So one of them he's got a scar and an eye patch, even though he's a robot. He goes back in and then sees Fry just like stabbing me over and over again, gets out and just shoots me in the head. And then from behind one of these like racks right there, Wendell, the young man, just like peeks out and just like shaking, and then just like starts screaming.
I thought he was going to
And
shot in
then,
the head too.
and then Wendell sees this drink that Bender has prepared, the perfect looking drink, and he takes a sip, and it calms him, slowing his heart rate.
Whew.
And
All good. What a day.
the wires are in me, and as I die, like my breastplate cracks, and then I just look like a perfectly roasted lobster tail when they crack the top of it, and it smells fucking incredible in here. It basically smells exactly like a Chili's because there's lobster tail and a margarita. Like those are the two main smells right now.
Mm.
So it just
Sounds
smells
Good
like
as hell.
a beautiful fucking meal,
Leela,
And cheese pigs too.
and we're all dead.
Leela puts the gas spigot back on the console, looks back, and just sees everyone lying dead in the 7-1100, and just gets in the ship
Wow, so
and
shit.
soars off into the night.
Didn't even do to get this stuff. No.
California Pizza Kitchen, our first one. This is
Our
exciting.
first
Mm.
visit to the California Pizza Kitchen.
Which people who don't know why we're saying this over and over again stands for TPK, Total Party Kill,
Total
California
Party Kill.
Pizza Kitchen.
Amy Billy says, "Why does this whole episode remind me of stoned college friends playing chaotic D&D with a frazzled DM?"
Why does it? I don't think
uh,
any of us are high though. Probably
No.
not.
Not yet. But guys, this
Not
is
in this state. No, sir.
you can in this state now.
What?
What is our final shot of this episode? With is it just a lingering shot of everyone dead in the convenience store?
It's the fucking professor getting the notes ready to give the speech at our triple funeral, and he just wipes a tear away from his eye and goes, "Good news, everyone."
It looks like Tasty Jake came in and is just like, well, what happened?
Cut to families, other lobster families bringing the Zoidbergs like snail lasagnas as they sit Shiva around Zoidberg's body.
Hermes is like crying and then going one by one to the corpses and using a big rubber stamp that just says dead and putting it on them.
Playing a marimba off of our ribcage.
So that was Futurama. That was our session for today. I think we'll be back next week with the Adventures of Zap Brannigan.
Yep.
The spin-off is here.
with a D20 system.
This isn't a question we can answer quickly. What happens if Fry dies? Is that Back to the Future chaos situation? Do a bunch of people
No,
disappear?
because this is the future. But because we're going back to the past, there is a way to change this. This is just one of many possible futures. And when we go
timeline.
back to the present TV&D Catch-All City, there's still a chance to change the
I
future.
gotta watch Looper again.
So, in present day Catch-All City, Fry has been frozen, but someone could, in theory, find him and unfreeze him, well before he appears here.
Maybe a certain lock mimic.
God,
Maybe.
it's like a Marvel movie.
Maybe.
14 of these.
So hey, we'll be back next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all those Bezos bucks. Hey, remember you can check us out on YouTube. And I guess if you just dropped in and maybe thought this was funny, hey, maybe give us a follow. That button is somewhere around here. Let's see. We're on Twitter. Follow us there. We're on YouTube. Follow us there. And we have a Discord down below, which is a lot of fun. Hey, Carolyn Page, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at the You Jokes YouTube channel every Wednesday night. I host a show called Fuck, Marry, Kill Champions. In a couple weeks, these fools will be there for a TV&D takeover episode. That is 7 o'clock on Wednesday nights. And next week, actually, on Wednesday, we're doing a college humor takeover episode with Sam Reich, Lily Dew, and maybe you've heard of him, Brennan Lee Mulligan. It's going to be a very good time, so be sure to tune in. 7 p.m. Wednesday nights at the You Jokes YouTube channel. You, like, spelled with the number U, letter U. I'll put in the chat. That's all.
Hell yeah. Tony Wilson, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on TikTok at Slam Jams Rippin' Tunes, and I'm on You Jokes with my show Slug Buggy Fuckfest. I'm over on...
it's not a show that we have.
yeah, it is. It's really good.
Hey, Slug Buggy Fuckfest.
Sam Reich is gonna team up with Lily Dew, and he's gonna hit her every time he sees a W bug, and it's horrible. Oh God, somebody should cancel the show. I'm on Twitter at Helpful Tony. I'm on Instagram at Friends of the Museum. Some of those are real. Figure it out. Fuck off.
Eli Uden, where are you on the internet?
Hey, I'm on Twitter, just my name, Eli Uden, ELIYUDIN. I'm here on Twitch at pig_dog. You can also listen to my podcast I do with my friends Patty Moe and Kath Barbadoro called What a Time to Be Alive. That comes out on Monday. And we also just guested on a podcast called High and Mighty. That was really fun with John Gabris. You can look for that too.
Oh yeah. Do you have a
It
show
comes
in You
out,
Jokes?
next week. I don't have a show at You Jokes.
Well,
you can find me at twitch.tv/Goblin Voice, and also I hang out on the Discord all the time. I guess that's it for us. We'll be back next week. See you next time, everybody.
Bye,
bye.
everyone.